Hello and welcome back to this week's edition of 5 Minute Geography with me, Stephen Doyle, explaining as simply as possible the world around us. This week in 5 Minute Geography, we discover whether or not the European Union even has a migration policy. A big thank you to Darren for suggesting this week's topic. And don't forget to stick around to the end of the video for a surprising fact about migration. The number of international migrants now stands at 250 million people, an increase of more than 40% since the year 2000. This figure includes 20 million refugees. Migration is a fact of life in the EU countries today. The wealthier countries of Europe, including France, Germany, the Low Countries, and the UK, are host or recipient countries. In other words, they attract migrants. Eastern European EU countries, along with Greece and Turkey, are donor countries. It's from these countries people are leaving. Push factors such as rural poverty, violence and war, climate change, repeated crop failure, famine push people out of an area, while pull factors such as better job opportunities, high wages, better health services, personal security and education options all entice people into an area. In fact, 1 in every 30 in the world is an international migrant. In 2017, there were 19 million non-EU nationalists in the European Union, which is close enough to upwards of 4% of the EU's population, which currently stands at 510 million people. However, is there a need for an EU migration policy? Is it necessary? Well, the European Union's population is currently aging. Many countries are at stage 5 of the demographic transition model, and without inward migration, the population will decline. This is currently happening in Japan. The population is not replacing itself, leaving behind an older, aging and dependent population. A cohesive migrant policy may attract skilled workers and researchers into the European Union from places such as Asia and other regions, as in the case of the USA and Canada. High-achieving migrant workers would help to keep the EU at the forefront of research in industry, healthcare and in universities. But what is the European Union migration policy? Well, as it stands, there is no overall migration policy. The European Union deals with migration in many different ways. Most of these ways mainly focus on security. The EU Blue Card provides work permits to highly qualified professionals with a contract of at least 1 year. The Blue Card does not extend to non-skilled workers. So if you are a non-skilled worker, you're not entitled to a Blue Card. The Directive on Freedom of Movement gives inward migrants the right to bring their families to the EU. And the Directive on Long-Term Residence gives migrants who have legally resided in the European Union for 5 years the same rights as any other European Union citizen. When it comes to asylum seekers, again, there is no common European Union policy on asylum seekers. Migrants face many challenges once they enter the European Union. One is the Dublin Regulation, so called because it was established by EU member states at a meeting in Dublin in 2003. The Dublin Regulation provides a way to determine which country is responsible for examining an asylum seeker's application for refugee status. It aims to prevent asylum shopping. This places huge pressure on Mediterranean countries such as Greece, Italy and Spain. The civil war in Syria has heightened the lack of a cohesive policy in the European Union towards refugees. Given that asylum seekers are likely to continue to seek refugee status in the EU, perhaps a common policy is vital. Let me know what you think. Does the European Union need a cohesive migration policy? Will the European Union be around long enough? Please leave your comments in the comment section below. In 2017 alone, migrants sent home approximately $600 billion in in remittance, or roughly about 15% of their earnings, back to their country of origins. That's about 3 times more than all official department assistants. As always, I've been Stephen Doyle with 5 Minute Geography. Thanks for watching. If you like what you've seen, please click the like and subscribe to the channel. If you'd like me to cover a specific topic, please just pop it in the comment section below.